Okay, hi guys. We're doing this for the first time. We have a guest in this channel. No, we haven't done this quite a while. Madaming guest is the first channel, but I want this to be interesting also because I was prior to this. I'm sure napanood niyo na I've been answering your questions, but I wanted also to answer questions on a live basis Q&A type of format. So we have Chris Caledo. He used to be an OFW, taga Singapore, pero nag-start ng business nasa Cebu. Pero on the side, while nasa may business siya, nagsa-stocks din siya and lagi siya nagme-message. Ang dami niyang mga short wins also eh. Sige, can you tell people more about yourself also before we continue with the questions that you have for me?
Okay, my name is Chris Caliedo. I'm a Cebuano, born and bred in Cebu. I went to Singapore around 12 years ago, and I used to work for the banks and all that, and then I started my own lechon brand, Esquina
What's the
Cebu,
name? Yo,
Singapore.
Esquina. Okay, galing.
Yeah, Esquina Cebu, Singapore. We also have a spot in Manila, which is at NLEX. So do check us out. Yeah.
Okay, so how's
So
your
I'm
stocks?
with my kids.
Okay lang
oh,
yan. As raw as it can be. Kwento mo kanino mukhang sobrang yaman mo sa stocks the past few days ah.
no, it's not. I mean, because the thing is, there has been an equalizer in terms of the market. So it gives people like me who are doing this really for real for the first time, because I've tried to really invest in the market in Singapore with Singapore companies, but of course there were brokers that would give me advice, and all that. Honestly, this is the first time that um, I really did everything personally, and it has been a very good journey. Okay, I'm really sorry.
Okay lang.
my baby is looking for ice. Come here, come here. Sorry.
Sige, okay lang. So guys, as raw as it can be, I don't know how to go about that, no,
I'm
but
so sorry. I'm so
uh,
sorry. Because we don't have any house help, so we
okay lang. Okay.
we chose to be really parents, and COVID has really helped us realize so many things. That you need to invest not just in the stock market, but you also need to invest in being a father, being a husband, and being a good person in totality.
Okay. So ano na lang, before we go with your questions, what's your favorite, most memorable trade so far? And then maybe we can, what has been your most memorable trade the past few days?
The most memorable trade the past few days just happened this morning.
Talaga? Wow.
No, it was a quick trade. It was with the FNI. So
Mm,
I was
talaga?
checking. Of course, we would check on. I mean, who are we kidding? We would check the same charts.
Okay.
So we see the resistances and all that.
Okay.
Because I
I'll,
I don't want to pretend that I'm good at calculating.
I'll pull it up lang para sige. Sige, tapos continue your story. Okay, tapos.
Okay, so I saw it trying to break the point 71. Was it point
Mm.
7? Oh, no, point 17. Point 1.7 or it
So
was
intraday here, somewhere around here. Okay, this is a daily
yeah,
chart. This is a daily chart
just
kasi.
before, yeah, that the the
Okay,
the the,
okay.
the end of the past day, and was trying to break it, so I thought it wouldn't break it,
Mm.
and then suddenly it broke it. But I bought at just nice that it broke,
Okay,
and
got it.
then
But
and then
I want to ask the logic behind that. Were you coming in because it's very very clear naman no if you plot something here it's very very clear that it's pushing up and if you look at all of the moving averages are also bullish also tapos pag prinot mo siya dito it's still in the midst of a breakout. What was your rationale that I'm asking that kasi some people pagka breakout ng ganyan malaki na yung inakyat medyo natatakot na sila kasi even if you measure this here it's already up by this much already from the initial breakout. What caused you na pumasok ka dito with a risk also that it may go lower as well?
That is a really good question. I even ask myself how I assess the stocks that I that I buy. First of all, there were tidbits of news that I heard about nickel, about the need for more nickel for ironically for earth friendly cars, but we destroy the earth by mining. So I heard tidbits of that. So I was thinking of nickel stocks, and I saw FNI, and then I just it just honestly I don't want to pretend that I'm good at calculating. I
Okay
don't
lang,
want to.
I just want to know the logic lang kasi for sure that there might be people this going through the same things that you're going through na.
So,
Oy,
so
pareho lang kami, pareho lang kami.
honestly, what I do is very simple. I just look at the side tabs of my broker. The
Okay.
selling and the buying pressure. And then
Okay, okay.
I see people. I try to play it in a way that I try to I try to see this as the big pool of people that are buying and selling. The
Got it,
more
got it.
people buy, the prices go high. The more people sell, the prices go low.
So,
So when
buy
I
and
see
buy and
that, yeah. So when I see that there's so many people in having that demand, then I tend to buy. But
okay, got
sometimes
it.
the good thing is, even though I might not be there on the technical aspect of doing this. I mean, I maybe know a little bit, but again, I don't want to pretend. Um, Me being a businessman really has helped me in terms of assessing. Like, for example, for Mary Mart, for example,
Hmm.
the reason that I bought into the IPO, I was there, man, since the IPO days until now.
Sobrang
I'm
yaman mo na.
no, no, I'm not saying that because again, it's a it's a never-ending journey of education and education, and
Got it.
learning on how to really do this. But of course, I was happy when I got profits from MM. But on the technical side, I understood that it was just because it was a new thing. It was good. But for me, if you want my reason for assessing it, the reason I'm assessing it is because Mary Mart is a disruptor. It's like Injap has successfully come in as someone that has disrupted the system. You know,
Hmm.
because groceries are everywhere and it's easy to do. It's like it's like your mama shop is what we call in Singapore. Mama shop. It's like
Okay.
your small. When you go to the provinces in Philippines, you see those small shops that are a chain of shops. It's just something like that. I mean,
Okay.
having a shop is very simple as it's just a game of having proper inventory and having the
Hmm.
proper flow of logistics in terms of your products and all that. But the good thing about Mary Mart is he really learned, to put a little bit of color to the way it's done. Is honestly when I see the Mary Mart pictures, man, I always remember Daiso. I always remember all those
Hmm.
posh shops. You get what I
Got
mean.
it. Got it.
So
Okay.
that's what makes it special. And
Okay.
and it has the you see the growth, you see the vision of the creator.
Hmm.
And it's so amazing, and I want to be part of that growth.
Got
That's
it.
why I did my part.
Got it.
Uh,
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I'm ready for your questions. Okay, so but
Sorry, man.
congratulations for making money on Mary Mart and FNI and madami kang kwento, MRSGI, SSI, alam ko madami 'yun. So mga
SSI
ano,
Asian, yay! SSI, hi.
okay, so okay, let's do this. What are your questions?
Okay, so for because we understand that this could be a good cash flow, right? But would it? Oh, there's my daughter. Would it be which? What is wiser? Because what I do is every time I get profits, I don't spend the profits. I mean,
Hmm.
spend it in terms of investing it sometimes. until, because there's a holding time to when you can withdraw. So if you use it, you couldn't withdraw it, something like that, right?
Okay. Okay.
So which is better? Which is better? I mean, I understand that for this kind of climate in the market, it's good to reinvest, of course, because everything is just so bullish. It really just,
Mm.
it's really like really lesser room for getting it wrong. But which
Okay.
is better, saving the profit in that way, like you don't use the profit or you reinvest the profit?
Okay. Got it.
What really, you know?
Okay. What's your objective? Bakit ka
Sorry, I'm too
I guess
talkative.
why are you in the market? What's your objective and why are you in the market? Do you have you need I think
Um,
what people don't do when they go into the market is you need to have a monetary amount in mind already that until you hit that,
okay.
either capital appreciation wise or you get the cash flow that you want, that's when you start removing money. Ako, that's what I did lang. Ganun lang. The name of the game is until it hits a certain goal, you stay invested. So for example, goal mo makakuha ko ng 10 million pesos. So you
Hmm.
made 100% pero you're still at 2 million pesos. You don't take out the money. You take out your money once your goal is reached.
Okay, okay, okay. I,
So
I,
so
I,
so
I get you. I get you.
so ganun lang. So
So
you can measure
that's what I'm kind of doing.
you can measure it two ways.
Yeah,
You can
sorry.
measure it in terms of capital appreciation or you can measure it in terms of cash flow. So I can only share from what I did. Yung style ko lang is whenever I would earn, I would transfer it into stocks that will give me cash flow, either preferred shares or common shares that give me
Hmm.
dividends, or in turn sa Singapore and in the Philippines, meron sa Philippines ngayon, REITs also, or in some instances, I would go for bonds also kasi yun yung cash flow ko. So, in turn, no, parang ganito ginagawa ng ibang tao. Some business people, when they make money in business, they buy condos, tapos yung condos, pinaparent nila para may rental income, yun yung cash flow nila. Sa akin, as a stock market guy, I use my capital appreciation and then just buy stocks that give me dividends. And it doesn't matter to me anymore even if the stocks or the bonds that I buy don't move or even if they go down, it doesn't matter. The reason why it doesn't
Okay,
matter anymore, those are just profits from profits and it's just giving me cash flow. So
okay.
there.
That's a good strategy. That's a good strategy.
Got it.
Because
Questions pa? Okay,
that's what
go.
I'm trying to achieve. Yeah. No, honestly, I'm I don't know. I have a lot of questions, but now since you told me that we could be on the channel, then okay. I don't know what to ask. I don't know what to ask, man. Okay,
Ano
okay,
to eh,
okay,
okay lang, okay lang.
okay, okay, okay.
First one, okay lang.
This. There was
Okay,
there
go.
was there was a gap on. Okay, this personal question. There has been a gap on the PSE, on the entire market, right? On, if you see our chart, the whole Philippine market, like PSEI,
P-
right?
PSKI,
There,
okay,
there,
sige.
there's a gap.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
there
date
there
is
was a
that? What
gap.
what date is it?
You know, that's just before this. There, that gap.
This one.
You
Okay.
know that gap.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay.
What are your thoughts on that, man? I
What
mean,
what what did
honestly, I also get scared that there would be a like a slight correction, or because of that gap.
Okay. I'll answer it this way.
Is that
Okay.
possible?
Okay,
No.
okay. That's a good question.
I
I'll answer
mean
it this.
that's a lot of macroeconomics and microeconomics.
Okay, let's answer
Yeah,
everything from the
that's
chart lang. Because
different.
everything we need to know naman is found in the charts as well. Eh. That gap happens when people are willing to buy it higher, and there's a theory kasi sa technicals that every time a gap happens, it always gets closed, meaning the loop gets closed. Now, here's what I want to show you. I'm not sure if you notice this, but look at this. This is the gap that you mentioned, di ba? This one, yes. Drawingan ko lang para kita. This is the gap. Parang here. See that? I place a circle on it. You you see it? Do you see it? Yes,
There,
no.
there. I see you.
Okay. So I'm gonna zoom the
Okay.
chart back out also, and you will see this. There was also a gap almost in the same price range that went downward. So this is just my opinion. The gap that we have here just closed the gap that happened here. So meaning, I'm not saying that the market won't go down anymore, because if you note, if you're, for those who use technicals that are watching this, uh, there's a possibility that even if it breaks this support here, it can hit this and bounce off of this long-term uptrend line that we are doing.
Okay.
And doing that also, bababa siya dun sa gap na to. But I just want to point out that the gap that you are seeing here is based also on the gap that happened last March, when we were at the height also of the pandemic. So, couple of things. Number one, the gap here could be the one that closed here, but it's not a guarantee also that we won't see the market go down, and it's not a guarantee that it cannot go down here to this particular level, kasi may support naman din talaga tayo dito and I just want to note this also. This was the start of November, when we bounced off this strong support line. So that means from that time we're already up 17+% in just a couple of days. For individual stocks, that happens. Pero for the market in general, when you go up much that fast also, it opens up the door for people who want to take profits. And if you even just backtrack kahit from here, madaming tao kumita ng, please
Yeah.
remember, I don't know, people know this. We may talk a lot about the market, pero we're not the large money. The large money are
Mm.
the institutions, and the institutions hold long for longer periods. So that means also that there were institutions that most likely somewhere around here, they started to accumulate. So meaning if they accumulated somewhere around here, this duration April May, at any point in time right now, even if the market dropped today, they're up 25+%. And some of those institutions, people need to know this, some of those institutions, habol lang nila matalo yung bonds. Yun lang yung habol nila. If they get more than what their fixed income is getting, bibenta na sila. And they're done for the year. They already exceeded expectations. So that's what I wanted to point out for this. So there. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. You did. You did. Thank you for that. Sorry.
Okay.
I should have told you that I'll just take a rain check and prepare my questions, man.
Okay
I'm
lang,
I'm not doing
biglaan lang to.
anything.
Shinak ko lang si Chris dito. So, I guess that's it. I'll do this. If you guys want to be part of this, I'm starting a new segment on this. Just drop it below, ask Marvin, and then
Okay.
we'll see if we can invite more people to be in this second channel and ask questions. So, the more technical, the more interesting new questions, we'll try to do it also in this channel. So that's why
Sorry,
people,
man.
there's a definition on the questions that are being said as well. So I guess that's it. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. Everyone that has been part of the podcast or want to be part, just send in your questions as well. And kung nag-enjoy kayo kay Chris, comment below, I enjoyed Chris. Kung taga Cebu kayo or taga Singapore kayo or taga Luzon kayo, supportahan niyo yung lechon shop niya. And yun, congratulations, Chris, on making money in the markets. And to everyone, thank you so much. And I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade
Hey,
smart.
thank you so much for teaching everyone, how to do this, man. Thank you, man.
But it's funny. I enjoy doing it. So thank you so much
It is.
also for being game at such short notice. So thank you. See you all again
StarCraft.
soon. Oh,
StarCraft.
Starcraft. Bye. Bye
Bye,
bye. Thank
man.
you. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys got a lot from this. And I'm gonna try to do more variations of this. And I hope madami sa inyo nag-enjoy. So God bless you all, and I hope madami kayong natutunan naman. God bless.